last time I was here, yeah, it was still, or it was windy last time, but the time before that. I'm still recovering from Friday. Yeah, that was, hit the panic button. Yeah, so, and then Saturday, after Saturday, it was like, so like worn out Friday night. And then Saturday, just like non-stop, like, you know, like the same person has the same car as mine, practically. Overlapping timeline there. Whatever. Weird. And just trying to figure out, you know, like you're on the dots, like I gotta figure something out before I run out of time. And all the stress of that, just like the mind's just on fire. So we have the resources to move things around at least, so that's good. Things are slow as hell, but there's a lot of the means to make things happen, because I'll be stranded. I'll be still over there. So, here we are on the planet still, for some reason. But, man, obviously here for something. If you feel like there's... I mean, I've been to this world so many times, I don't feel like I really need to... I don't really care about this planet, to be honest with you. Gosh, I've said that many times. Yeah, it's physical, it's got all this stuff, yes, but seen it, been there, who cares? But anyway, that's not what this is about. It's about what you can bring to this reality. Yeah, it's not about you. Boy, is that the truth of it. Boy, I know that one, that's for damn sure. Yeah, just like go, yeah, it's kind of like go, you know, like you're here, they want you here, find something to do it yourself. In the meantime, go do some knitting or something, because you can't connect to society, so you can forget that one. Yeah, go play tic-tac-toe or something with your cats, or whatever the hell it is, because you don't give a shit about this reality, that's for damn sure. Don't care about the secret space program, I mean, that's great and everything. You gotta go through your process of that, and that's good to process that out. And many are just won't let it go and whatever, keeps them entertained. And so on. And the new age stuff. Yeah, of course the new age, I mean, it's an identity, you know. It's not like being a modern mermaid, you can say, or something like that. You have some kind of belief system, some kind of, you do something with yourself here, so. And yeah, you might get caught up in all the propaganda and all that, because that's part of the character traits. It's part of the growth. It's until you've been here so many times, you just had enough of it all. Yeah, I mean, I imagine that good portion of society just wants the challenges to cool down, but they still want to be here. But I don't know if that works out. You know, if that's the case, of course you don't see that happening, but if that's the case, you know, if the challenges die down, I don't think people want to be here, because, I mean, that's what's keeping them here. You know, it's like, they have nothing to offer, really. I mean, there are planets where, I mean, some people remember that, like, they're ambassador of that planet, or president of that planet, or whatever. And that might be true, where we're going with that. But also, it's kind of like running a small town. You know, it's very simple, but it's on another plane. And it's all working. So, yeah, and some of us are just here just to, exist. And so many are making life harder than it needs to be, because that's part of the challenge of being here. And they can't get out of their own way. I guess that's a good way of wording it. Yeah, because they keep getting. It's all about them, right? So keep always getting in their way, getting everybody else's way. Oh, what can you give to me? Me, and that's part of growth, whatever. There's some good sides to that. that's why they want to be here, because they keep give me. I keep throwing in my pot, and that's understood. I don't know, man. It's all material. That material stuff. Yeah, pretty much. The creative side, the creative energies, is really just what you can bring to this reality, or whatever that might be. Even spiritual downloads. If that's your forte, that's great. Every little bit counts. Yeah, definitely. Is the universe looking for more channelers? I don't know. Maybe ones that aren't screwed up, ones that aren't like cult leaders and shit like that. I don't know. I guess it doesn't fucking matter. It's like, cult leaders want what everybody wants, apparently. That's for all they're the ones. Yeah, it's because they build up this BS reality, and people just can't get enough of it. So it's entertainment, it's soul growth, and so on. So yeah, I'm like super worn out. I shouldn't even, yeah, hopefully I can power back up the next couple of days, get myself back in order. But yeah, my timeline is being unraveled. Yeah, so I was going to do a video here. Hopefully my phone's not blasting. Yeah, there's no way to know. I don't listen to these afterwards either. Hope for the best. And you get every other word. I should walk around with an umbrella. Of course, it's the beach, so it's going to be windier here than other places. But yeah, my timeline's being altered massively. And I had this a couple years ago, and I don't know, like what? I mean, yeah, other than mass disappointment, I mean, it obviously evolved, but damn, dude. So, anyway, yeah, my regular job, becoming more and more disconnected from it. But yeah, doing more of this stuff, and creating other timelines. The other thing about creating a timeline, like the YouTube thing, of course I've been doing for 10 years, and that's going off really well. Yeah, okay, well, obviously not everything works out for the best. I mean, I think by now it would be a little bit more. I think I'm getting less views now when I started. What kind of karma they're building up? It's like, well, it's like, yeah, you might brought those messages to people, but you didn't do shit with yourself. You just pot smoking and look like whatever the hell it is, have like a bunch of nose rings and same old shit, and then, gotta send you back, and maybe one day you'll actually do something different. So right now, you're just vanilla. It's vanilla, strawberry shortcake, whatever, down version of that. Watered down version of everything. Anyway, doesn't matter. But yeah, putting, obviously, you do it for yourself, but also putting it out to the universe. What your timeline's trying to create. It's better than doing something than nothing. Even if you feel like I think I talked about that before. Yeah, you feel like you're just talking to nobody or whatever, but. Yeah, because you never know. It might turn into something down the line. Yeah, you just gotta follow your instincts and everything. But yeah, it's like the lottery. It's like, how can you win if you don't play? So you gotta, create, do something, and yeah, people are gonna put pushback on you, and yeah, it's isolation. Yeah, it sucks, but anyway, well, like screenwriters that make movies, a lot of them. The chances of a lot of them making, sometimes some that work on this stuff like for a couple of years, 5 years, whatever, and like no hope for a job at all, and then sometimes they get a break, and then it's the movie of the year or whatever sometimes. And so I think it was Kick-Ass. That was a comic, but I think so. I think they believed in it and everything. I think it was one of them was Kick. I can't remember. I think it was one of the comic. The movie version of it. Of course, Batman, it took about 10 years for that to come out. So, 10 years, that's a popular IP. Of course, it takes time for the technology to get there. I guess just use those for example, even Spider-Man. That was delayed a lot too until the technology got there. So, it's like, you just gotta follow those are just some examples. But look, a big IP and they can't get play, you think a big IP, that would, but it just wasn't time yet. It has its reasons for it. So, but how can you play? Yeah, it's the art of trying and failing. Yeah, I think I've talked about that before. Yeah, 99% fail. But at least you're doing something other than just going to a park and flying somewhere and look at Rome for some damn reason. I mean, that's great. If you can go somewhere, if you go somewhere to heal your energy, that's probably more important than going around the world looking at stuff. I mean, it's, if you can do it, but the Vatican I'd like to go to. That'd be nice and evil. I'm not sure if that's safe for me to go there, but probably not. You never know. Well, there's no doors open for that one. Yeah, that's not to be abducted or anything, but just blockages or things that they don't, oh, sorry, we just lost your stuff, or whatever, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, sorry, your ticket's got, can't walk, fuck you, we'll throw you in jail instead, or whatever, just keep your ass at it, you never know. I'm just putting that out there, but that stuff does happen. So, there's anything to see of it. Vatican, what the hell for? Well, I see the devil and all that. Probably other things out there, but that's when it comes to mind, at least on an esoteric level. Of course, I got this, and most people are, you can't get this. This is a vacation spot, so most people, would die to be in person. Of course, then the culture here is so lazy and sleepy. Get high, do nothing with your life. Of course, they come to heal too. So, but there's culture here is, it's restful. But you have your beachheads in PC and so on. Well, the sun energy, obviously is part of creating this reality. People need this reality for growth, for now at least. I believe, there's a conspiracy about 2 suns. I think there's 3 suns out there, but definitely 2. And obviously we don't see them. I know it sounds weird. I think some people have seen that. Yeah, maybe it's not always showing up in our reality. I believe there are 2 suns. Basically, it's like going to a new Earth, a new reality, a new something. Think of it that way. And the 3 suns is more higher frequency altogether. Man, I got these freaking birds in here. I can't get it on video anyway. There's a bird sitting here just what else was there? Jeez. It's windy. I was just pushing back against the wind, so maybe a less breezy in the mic. The 2 sun, 3 sun energies. The 3rd sun, it's definitely higher frequency sun, and that's when we go to more 5D reality. It's almost like we have like a backup sun. I know it sounds weird. Well, because we shift dimensions a lot. It's like we have like a sun for chaos, or to handle the chaos, and then a sun for when things are calm. You know, society has to go through its troubles for obvious reasons. Well, that's the other thing about the challenges, so you don't get bored. You know, you need something, the health challenges or whatever it might be. Unless you're constantly be able to keep yourself busy. Not everybody can do that. That's why they have to have challenge after challenge. Unless you want to be entertained all the time. I imagine that gets old after a while and travel everywhere. Well, yeah, find one's soul identity. I think it happens more around 30 than it does to 20s. It's like you're still kind of pulling out of adolescence and all of that. And you're still kind of putting your pieces together. And 30 is really where a lot of your self comes through. Who you're going to be the rest of your life, something like that. Not everybody's like that, but something around that. Something to stay a kid forever. Yeah, boys, that's the truth of it. I tap into the timeline. Yeah, I'm so worn out. So beat. Yeah, it's funny because today feels like they gave us a day off. I mean, you know, that whole thing that happened last week, and then I have my little breakdown. So that's a little weird. So I don't know. Getting ready for what news is going to come in. And that's what I mean with you're working on the side. I have more time to work on, side timelines I'm trying to build. So, and if that's the case, if that actually happens, I'll be a lot more fulfilling what's happening now. That's for sure. So anyway, talking about dismantling one timeline, creating another one. So anyway, we do a Arcturian connection. Palladian, what was it? Palladian, Larynx came in yesterday, and Palladians, we're supposed to come in, the Larynx that, okay, we do the Arcturian, energy. There's other aliens out there, I just can't think of any of them. The Sirian energies, I guess they have the water. Yeah, we do a water frequency. Interesting, I got the fox energy, interesting. That's coming from the canine energies, so. Alright, let's tap into that and see where we go from there. And blessings. Greens, this is Redmond, this is Sirius B. Yes, there's a lot of changes coming here to timeline. Yes, it might not make themselves completely clear. And there might be some self-doubt. Some of you might be actually tapping into future timelines of what's to come by feeling more anxiety than usual. Also feeling more tired also, because where the timelines are coming in, you're feeling society's exhaustion too of what's to come. Many are shut off from their astral, so they don't see the future. Sometimes they might pick up on it every now and then, but most aren't interested. They're too busy keeping themselves entertained or challenged, or because that's what they're here for. They keep this, they're looking for things to put into their reality as long as they can until they're ready to leave. So it doesn't mean those things actually matter half the time, because they're doing things that are probably mundane, but either way, I mean, meaning like if you want to do more soul growth and they're not doing that, they're just playing around, and yes, you can grow spiritually and heal yourself and go to the next dimension level, or you can just live a plain existence and try to be accepted by everybody and have this personality people want, and so on, and just, I guess you can say, be cute. Live your life is cute, and then I guess you're old and cute. I guess it's like yes, we just half-assed our lifetimes here. So But many that don't want to evolve, yes, have a lot of regrets, and it's blocking them from their future path. They're just the regrets of bad decision makings that really block them from seeing their potential, and they just block themselves out, truly just kind of even eroding their inner self. I mean, they're not completely eroded, but it does seem like they can get stuck. And the universe has a way of kicking them through. It's just those that don't want to evolve. They can get kind of, they're the ones that feel the mundaneness of reality too, but they kind of like mimic it, like the life's boring, so they become boring. They like change their frequency so they can accept their reality of not going anywhere. But eventually they'll look at their lives like, man, what the hell did I do with myself? And they try not to think about that until, yes, and a good portion of society was with regret. And if you have regrets just forgive and move on. That's what the spiritual work is all about. But if you're moving spiritually, you can't go back and fix the past, but so you go forward. And it doesn't mean you have to save the world or anybody, but you can do, things for yourself, and doesn't mean you have to act on everything and be everybody's friend, but letting go of the past is huge. Letting go of regrets is huge. But what matters now is most important. Do you feel like you're contributing to you're doing your potential, doing something outside the norm? Yes, looking towards your talents, doing something. Even if you're an artist, you're not selling it on the galleries, but you like to do, what is it that you like to do? And like people in sports, yes, want to share their sports knowledge, but they keep it all within themselves. And then have a lot of regret for keeping it all in. Their soul kind of it goes backwards. So, but yes, doing your talents, really you feel the frequencies, like, am I doing everything out here? Is it gardening? Whatever it is, that's it. It doesn't have to be on posters and billboards or anything like that. It's more about you than it is the rest of the world, but you're doing it for yourself, and that's part of your growth, and that's so important. And you can do it for others too. You can, you do art, or if you put it out there, you want to share it also. There's nothing wrong with that, but as long as you're doing it. And there's nothing wrong with wanting, doing something that somebody might like, but you're still adding your own flavor to it. There's still some kind of enjoyment there to make it happen. If you absolutely dread it, and you're not, if you can get, it's different either way, as long as you're using your magic.